All right, all week we've been tasting your recipes, and this morning we're trying something that has made us very curious.
Very.
Yes. We are talking about the White Castle stuffing. Our viewer Kurt said it was so irresistible that it was the only empty casserole on the table one year. So this recipe includes about a dozen White Castle sliders, some celery, thyme, sage, and pepper. And I will say, it only took me like 10 minutes to whip it up.
Really?
Some chicken broth as well, which White Castle says will make about 9 cups and good for about a 12-pound turkey. And this dish might cost you about $12 or so to make. It's by far the most expensive one because you got to buy those White Castle sliders. So let's see how these taste, okay? Okay.
Wait.
Oh, remember the rule.
Precursor, though.
Yeah, what?
I don't eat White Castle burgers because they're not good for my stomach, but I will try this.
Okay, I will say that
One
White
bite
Castle
won't hurt.
also emailed me because they saw that I tweeted that, and they're like,
Although,
here's the recipe.
I will say, Michelle, I was kind of surprised that it was just a straight up White Castle burger. I thought it was maybe the ingredients that they use, and you kind of make it at home, so a little nervous. Haven't eaten White Castles in years.
Remember the rule, you can't say you don't like it.
I like it.
For real?
I do like it.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It might be the cook. It might have been the cook who topped it off, but overall, it's pretty good.
I will say the celery adds to it. So you add that yourself, huh?
Yeah, so, our
It is actually pretty
viewer said that people thought it was lamb. I thought it was special. Because it has a little different taste.
Yeah, I would have
really not
never
bad, right?
imagined that you could make this in the stuffing. All
really
these
good.
years.
Well, I wanted just to say, White Castle is not sponsoring this.
No.
But they did email
Harold
me,
and Kumar are.
and they were like, this is obviously like a big
You guys
big
talk, I'm
thing.
eating. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
that's
You
good.
know
More
what?
to add?
I did put a little pat of butter on it because that's how I roll.
That's the difference
Yes.
maker.
Yeah. Made-
I'll just
yeah.
add
Topped it
of
off.
that. Yeah, I don't know if that's approved by White Castle. But anyway, tomorrow we're going to try to showcase one more recipe this week. We're going to end the week on a high note, your greatest leftover meal. So I saw turkey pad thai, a stuffing horseshoe. Have you heard of that?
Nope.
Okay, so we're going to be trying, to make one of your favorites so you won't waste any of that turkey or stuffing or
I love
cranberries
this
that
idea,
you got
Michelle.
left over.
Yeah. Hopefully
Okay.
somebody just makes a simple turkey sandwich. I love that. as
Well, a lot of people said
Yes.
turkey sandwiches, but we want to just, give you some new ideas.
new level. All right.
Yeah.
Well, today's pet for a